Hello students, I am Sadhna Gupta, TGT English, KV number 1, Patiala Cat. In this part of video of Fire and Ice, we are going to explore the exercises, textual based questions and exam based questions of the poem Fire and Ice. As you know that in exams, in literature part, you get questions based on poetry in reference to context and maybe short notes also, and long value based question also. So we will explore these questions one by one. First of all, let's have a look at the NCERT question answers, that is the ones given in the book itself. NCERT question answers part 1. There are many ideas about how the world will end. Do you think the world will end someday? Have you ever thought what would happen if the sun got hot, so hot that it burst, or grew colder and colder? So children, this is the main idea of the poem that we had been reading all along, that fire and ice, they are the two reasons that the world will come to an end. So do you really think that this will ever happen, or the sun would get so much of hot that it would burst, or there would be an ice age again? Let's see a possible answer for this. According to the poet, the world is going to end one day and there is nothing we can do about it. There are many ideas as to how it will end. If the sun gets so hot at the verge of bursting, it would lead to rapid destruction, as there would be fire everywhere, and you know fire engulfs everything. Fire gallops everything, and whatever comes its way is burnt to ashes. On the other hand, if it grows colder and colder, there will be ice everywhere, and on earth and life in any form would not be able to sustain such a low temperature. This would lead to the destruction of life on earth. Question number 2. For frost, what do fire and ice stand for? Again, this question we had been discussing again and again, symbolic meanings of fire and symbolic meanings of ice. Fire stands for greed, conflict, fury, cruelty, lust and avarice, whereas ice stands for insensitivity, coldness, intolerance, indifference, rigidity and hatred. You can add your own feelings or your own words to it to increase the list. Now again a very important question, what is the rhyme scheme of the poem? That is a structure based question of the poem. How does it help in bringing about the contrasting ideas in the poem? We have seen that there are two contrasting ideas in this poem about fire and about ice. Now let's see, the rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A, A B C, B C B. The poet has used this rhyming scheme beautifully to bring about contrasting ideas in the poem. He has used the ideas of two groups who believed that the world would come to a catastrophic end, either as a result of fire or as a result of ice. Simultaneously, he portrays these two essential components as features of destructive human emotions, desire and hatred. These two emotions, they destroy the human being. Just like the fiery desires and icy hatred can cause damage to an individual in an irreparable manner, fire and ice can lead the world at the verge of chaos, and thus it can end it. Now children, let's see a few MCQs, that is for revision purpose only. Who is the poet of this poem? Robert Frost. What does the poet compare fire with? Fire is compared with desire. What is the meaning of perish? Is it bloom, rise, die or glow? Yes, it is to die, to come to an end. Now at one point in the poem, the poet was saying that if the world was to perish twice, what is needed to make it perish twice? That is ice, fire, hatred or both. It is ice and hatred. Ice is symbolic of hatred itself. So the answer is D, that is both ice and heat. Where has the poet used personification? What is personification? Personification is giving human traits to non-living objects or to abstract ideas. So here the poet has used personification. Where is it? Fire, ice, earth, or fire and ice both? So the answer is D, that is both fire and ice. Now children, let's have a look at the extract based questions, that is reference to context, that is generally called in your literature section. This is the first question that is based on poetry. That generally it is based on poetry. It can be otherwise from prose also, but from poetry generally we get it. So let's see exam based questions, extract based question. Read the following extracts carefully and answer the questions that follow. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. What is the poet's opinion of the world in these lines? What is his opinion? That he is sure that the world will end in fire. And what is the contradictory opinion of the public? The public is of the opinion that the world will come to an end with ice. It is a question of debate. How they are similar to each other though they have contradictory traits? They are similar in the sense that they would destroy everything in the world. Stanza 2, question 2, that is, if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. What does it refer to? It has to end twice. It refers to world. What do you mean by perish? Perish means to come to an end, to die, to destroy. What does ice stand for? Ice stands for coldness. And what would be the cause of destruction? Ice or fire would be the cause of destruction. That's true. So these are the extract based questions based on this poem. Now let's see short notes based on the poem. In exams we get short notes based on prose, poetry, and they are to test both local and global knowledge, global comprehension. It is you need to know the basic idea also, and you have to understand the abstract idea also. Let's see. For Frost, what do fire and ice stand for? As we know, fire stands for desire and ice stands for hatred and indifference. How has Frost brought out the contrasting ideas in the poem? He has brought out these contrasting ideas very beautifully. Desire propels us in the pursuit of something. It is compared with fire. Hatred makes us cold towards other people's feelings. It makes us insensitive. The coldness of ice can numb our senses. It can numb our kindness. That is why hatred is compared with ice. Now comes question number 3. How does Robert Frost caution the common man? He is giving warning. What kind of warning is he giving? He is saying that man is selfish, greedy, lustful, indifferent and hateful. That we should not forget the bitter reality that everything in this world is transitory. Transitory is short-lived. That something that is born, it will come to an end. And death is inevitable. So instead of hoarding money, instead of running after material things, instead of showing coldness towards our neighbor and towards people around us, we should live in the real world with real people instead of living in the virtual world with the mobile phones. We should try to be more productive and useful people around in the society. That is the idea here. Write the substance of the poem Fire and Ice. Sum and substance means theme. So the poem, the message is clear that nothing in this world is eternal. Everything will perish, either in fire or ice. So we should not forget the supreme reality and keep ourselves above all selfish matters. We should be more towards the people rather than things. Now After the short notes, let's see long answer questions, that is value based questions, and they carry a weightage of 8 marks. Let's see question 1. Discuss how extreme behavior can hasten the end of the world with reference to fire and ice. Extreme behavior means that when we are doing something in extreme, we are not normal, we are running after things, we are running a mad race, rat race in an extreme manner. We are not thinking of the consequences it can lead to. Fire symbolizes desire and ice symbolizes hatred. Desire is a kind of intense love or want that focuses people on getting or possessing and acquiring. Our society is full of people, you see such people around yourself, that they are working to get a bigger TV, a bigger car, a better phone, means extravagant house, bungalow. These kind of desires, they lead people to destruction in the form of bankruptcy or even broken relationships. At the end of the day, we are left with the material goods, but our real valuable things, they are gone from us. Frost's poem speaks on the issue of greed corrupting people and even society. The power of hate, it is symbolized by ice. It is just as great as desire. While desire consumes quickly, hate produces restrained devastation. For instance, hate is a root cause of racism and war. It can linger in the people's mind for lifetime. It consumes the hater even more than the person hated, thus it ruins lives. So that is the main message of the poem, that we should try to refrain from such things which can bring about a destruction in our lives. Now, in this series, we have got second question, that is a long answer question. In the poem Fire and Ice, it carries a very deep thematic idea. Elaborate on these darkest traits of humanity. Traits is character points, character traits, features. In this poem, the poet is presenting two of the darkest traits of humanity: the capacity to hate and the capacity to be consumed by lust or desire. He attributes the greater of the two evils is desire. In giving desire the foremost position with regard to the destruction of the world, the poet is providing a powerful statement on the subject of greed and jealousy, that above all trait of humanity that is likely to lead to its demise is desire. It represents the greatest problem that can be the cause of any war. He then talks about hatred, that it has got the same capacity to do the harm. But he says hatred brings about, means desire burns quickly, hatred kills slowly. It leads to the destruction of the world, and it were to happen a second time. That is a value based question, that how can fire and ice bring about a destruction in the lives of the people. So that is a very important question, that is the theme of this poem. So children, I hope these question answers are clear to you. They cater to all kinds of needs of the students, that all the possible questions and answers have been framed in this question and answer package. I hope you will understand it. Best of luck. Thank you.